this is Westernjeff. Thanks for watching another episode of the PV Graveyard for June the 2nd here this year. We're already queued in live here for Deepwind Gorge going on. Let's see here. We have lots of things to talk about again at this new episode here. I haven't even been able to check for the new updates, so I'm a little behind on new news when it comes to the PvP community and for Blizzard and stuff, and I know people are coming online and getting ready for 6.2. Here we're going to talk a little bit today. We're going to talk about the terrain of Deepwind Gorge. We're also going to talk a little bit about me and the website and some new additions and fun things that are happening. And we're also going to talk a little bit about the game itself. So before I get going here, I do want to say the player of the week today is going to Vithril. Vithril. It's a very hard name to say, but it's true. Virith. This character is actually an individual who's actually been named on another character of the week here, Breeze, and congratulations on the second character named for the player of the week. Our player of the week here, able to get player of the week because he commented on several of the wild posts that I've been putting up on the forums, and also contacting me and wanting to run into the end more often and being really an active player. And he's been a positive individual contributing to the PvP community. So I really now over a few other people who have been contacting me because he's really a positive thing. I'm sorry, I'm just running around here. So, let's jump right into Deepwind Gorge here. Right now, I have to apologize to everybody because this week I'm traveling. So we have some furnace noise in the background, some kind of humming. And my play is going to be a little bit more shoddy because I'm actually playing on, not on my normal desk that I play on with my mouse, but rather I have a kind of a mouse, a notepad, a hard notepad kind of with my mouse on. So I hope I'm not too shoddy for you guys. Let's jump right in here. So let's talk first about this terrain. As we're coming in here, they have two healers. We have one healer. Ooh, a little spotty, isn't it? We're going to go ahead and, because it's just 7 minutes, we're going to go ahead and reapply our, is this the 250? That's the 200. This is the 250. Let's bring this over here. And stuff. I'm eating up. I have some good pots ready to go here. I want to check my ooh. Looks like we're having some good communication in this group here. We got, they have two healers. We have one. We're going to see how this rolls. I'm going to go right down the middle. If we can grab middle, I'm going to go and try to take that flag. So one of the terrain features here is that a lot of the drop-offs have what are called doodads, which are items that kind of block you or add flavor to the game. And here in the center we have a lot of doodads. I'm going to capture. I'm going for the cap again. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get on this healer being targeted fairly good here. Let's drop our kill this healer, please. This first healer's down. He's ice blocked. Do we have Smuggins? Trying to click on Smuggins. Disorient for 3. We're wiping them pretty good here. Looks like we wiped them up. I doubt I'll get the flag, yeah. Alright, we had a good wipe. Let's go find our cart carrier. You know, I'm not going to be surprised if they go north. We just have kind of one guy. I'm going to go get the cart. I'm going to come around here. Now, when I get this cart, see these doodads here that like that cart, and this terrain is kind of hazardous. And I think it's been purposely so for this map. There's more terrain in this map than any of the other maps that I know. What I'm going to do is block them. Oh, I captured the center mine. That's weird as hell. I did not expect that. I thought somebody else did. We're kind of wiping them here at their graveyard. It's a little hazardous. A little hazardous to your health. Not that hazardous. Just a little. They didn't capture the cart, which was good. Alright, yeah, they were all on me there. I didn't want to burn any more cooldowns on that. It started kind of becoming a little bit of a Zerg fest. They have so many people guarding here and being wiped up. I think I can go to mid, actually. I mean, south. I'm going to go to try to see what's happening at south. We got somebody. Oh, we did get south. Wow. This might be a quick game. So right now, it looks like we're dominating. We have some incoming on mid. Looks like we're mopping them up. And it's clear. Looks like we're having troubles. Can I get fear? Fear's in. We gotta start trying to burn fear down if possible. What I'm trying to learn as a hunter, as a marksman hunter, to get my specialty buff is to learn to sit. And it's really hard when in battlegrounds and arenas because things are constantly moving and it's rare that you just want to sit. Usually you want to be moving around. But for example, I want to get the sniper training and I can't be moving in order to get this damage increase, which is really nice. I'm not going to lie. So let's see here. I'm still on the healer. Oh, froze the game. Game's frozen for me. I'm getting the Windows, please wait, kind of hourglass thing here. My thing. Oh, I got disconnected. Okay, guys, one moment here. I'm going to pause the game for you guys. All right. We're back here, guys. I just want to check real quick here as I have my loading screen that I took off to be right back. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Back to game. So it says I'm still alive. Alright, we're still live here. I'm loading right back into the game. I got DC'd here, it looks like. Isn't this painful sometimes? There we go. Alright, now we're back in. And I'm in some weird place. Okay. I actually want to drag him out. Get rid of his buff. I'm going to silence his pet. I'm going to hide here for a minute. So we got two bases. I'm guarding the third. And it looks like to be game here in just a second. But look around here. Look at all this terrain here that's in the center. And the terrain, these doodads are actually near near cliffs and points where you can jump. And they're actually obstacles to prevent you from just running over the cliffs and downward here. And I'm kind of mixed feelings. I don't understand Blizzard's rationale for all this terrain in this map. It's a huge amount of terrain. There's all kinds of things to get stuck on. Oh, I'm sorry. I just queued for Temple, and I don't want to do that. Go back up. We want to do Deep Gorge. Let's get back right into Gorge. The terrain is extremely hazardous, and when I make my PvP Insight video, for Gorge, it's really going to center on that because it's intense. I mean, there's bridges, there's narrow bridges, not a wide bridge, but a really narrow bridge. Not a wide bridge like in Twin Peaks, but a narrow bridge like you would find in the game world. There's spikes and pitfalls and carts and not necessarily structure. Yeah, there's structures like weird crane-looking items and bags of rice and of goods and stuff that clutter the ground and kind of get in your way. It's not a clear just circle kind of thing, full of all these different items, and that's really unique. I can't think of another even IOC, Isle of Conquest, which has a lot of other doodads to it. It doesn't have nearly the extent that Gorge does. Gorge looks much more like a Warlords of Draenor in-game world. It looks more like a world setting than a battleground. Let's see, what is our queue? 6 minutes, that's fine. Here, and I find that I'm going to drink some Diet Pepsi, guys, while you guys listen to me. Listen, I should have Diet Pepsi as my sponsor for here because I drink it all the time, and you guys hear me open the can and gulp and go that oh yeah, stuff here. It's really intense. Now I've been trying to find ways to make it advantageous, that terrain for Gorge, because I've been thinking about it. And it's not a line of sight object. For example, in Temple, you have kind of like these kind of raised gardens that are around the pit that you can line of sight. And they're not like the boxes that are in the Dalaran arena that you can line of sight. Rather, they're small doodads that you can shoot through, or you get stuck on while running. There's very few advantages that I can think of right off the bat. The only real advantage that I can think of is to try to kite a melee player around, or to put a ranged player between your doodad to put yourself to put a doodad between yourself and an opponent. Those are the only two actual advantages that I can think of. And maybe you guys can chime in and think of some other ways that that type of terrain and gorge is actually beneficial. Now, the real negative part is that you get stuck on all this terrain. When I grab the flag, for example, and I try to run down the middle, or if I jump off a cliff or something, I get stuck on the spikes. I get stuck on the cart. I get stuck on the bags of goods. You know, all this stuff that's there, you get stuck on it, meaning that you hit it and it slows you down. You gotta, run around it, and it's slow. It makes you an easy target. I'd like to see. I'm trying to think of ways to really make that terrain the word I'm looking for is advantageous, but I can't say it, of course, when I'm streaming here because my mind is going a mile a minute. Really advantageous. And that terrain is really noticeable in that center mine, but it's also noticeable that not at the node points, but getting to a node point. You have terrain too. For example, between the northern node and the horde starting area, there's this little narrow bridge that you cross, which I'm thinking is it's horrible. You actually have to stop your character, move your character around, and then run over the bridge. And it's the same way for if you went for Alliance to the southern node. That bridge is really small. You have to make sure you navigate, and if you fall over, of course, there's these big cliffs that you can't run up. They're not like hills that you can run up them. You got to go around. The other thing with the terrain is that we have these cliffs and almost kind of like mountains that are middle cornered, meaning they're not in the corners, but they're between the corners and the center, and they're on each side, and they're in each of the four. And they're not, to my knowledge, they're not actually perfectly uniform. When we go into Gorge here in a few minutes, I want to actually look into that here. We should be getting a Q pop any minute now, guys. So let's hope for that. Let's look actually at our, right now, at our Gorge achievements that we have to do. Deep Wind Gorge, okay. So I've gotten 38 victories. I've only gotten 3 mine carts. All right, I'm going to stop this what we're doing now, and I want to look at this train with you guys. I might actually want to take. No, I'm not going to take a picture of it now. No, but let's look at it here. Okay. So before we do any of that, I want to look at this map. Now you see. Mid-center, look at all these bridges. Here, there's 1, 2, 3 bridges that I see. 4 bridges. 5 bridges. 6 bridges. There looks to be 2 small bridges in the south in that southern lake. And there's a big bridge on the northern side, northwest, that has that pit. And then there's a bridge that is southwest that looks to have a valley. Let's run out here. I need to eat too. All right, let's go back to looking at that map here real quick. Look at, and then you can even see some of the terrain. They even have some of the rocks in there. And there's these mountains. One of the weird things is that this is not really a uniform map. It doesn't appear to be a uniform map. I can kind of see some uniformity in there, but it's not really that uniform. It's almost very odd to me. It's not what you expect out of a standard Blizzard map. So that terrain is just something almost off. Okay, let's get working up here for our current battleground. We have 3 healers. We have 2 healers. They have 3 healers. Again, they have plenty of hunters, 2 rogues, lots of hunters, and then um, a smashing of some other players. Okay. Look at that. I just ran into a train obstacle. What I'm going to do here. God, I hit another one. Not even thinking about it. See if we can get this. Okay. Epic Cage is down. Good. Let's see. Nope. 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 Yep. I'm sapped. Looks like we took middle, but we don't have south. We took the flag. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Yeah, I'm really kind of pissed that in 6.2 for these hunters, these trank shots, not these, yeah, the trank shots, they're putting it as an automatic cooldown in order, and if you don't want to have the cooldown, you have to glyph it. That's bullshit, in my opinion, because I depend on that. Be able to bring people down. Looks like we're fighting in the corners. We're fighting up top too. We're gonna go help our ally here. What's nice is when you're not carrying it. See, they're ignoring the flag, which is, to me, an oddity. We're going to switch our attention here to this warlock. God, I'm trying to watch this flag, too. Okay, that rogue is going to turn. I'm going to sit around this water. Now, this water I'm seeing here can actually give you away, even when you're stealth, because the water will make a movement sound. Not a sound, but have a visual cue, kind of like a towing. Like, watch. Watch this. Yeah, see? Yeah, see how my pet is making that wave? People. Here, I'm going to tell these people. Telling these people not to stand on the flag. That's very important. No, I have the distinct feeling that we're being pushed, that we're being pulled out. All right. We're going to help this guy here. Let's get on this. There we go. Does look like they're dropping like flies, to be honest with you. Sting him. He he burned his trinket to get out of it and burn him down. They have our cart. We can get our cart. I don't know if that guy is just AFK or what. It's gonna be his fault winning. Oh my god. We gotta take the cart. I'm gonna go south when I take the cart. Being stunned. Cleaning him up. Good. Let's get this warlock. Let's get on him. Get on him. Let's get on the warlock. Sigurd is his name. They now have two. We're really mopping them up at every encounter that I'm seeing, but I think we're losing the northern and southern nodes. Okay, we took Pandemine to the south. Yeah, see how thin that bridge is? And look, you can't even see where the node is from here until you get closer up. I've also noticed that people freak out when people grab the flag. They go after the flag carrier quite a bit. I'm noticing that in these randoms here, which might make it hard to get that 50 cap and also to get that 4 cap win. Okay, watch this idiot come in. He's completely and utterly alone. And you're dead. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Green Acres is the place for me. There we go. All right, let's switch on to another topic here. So I talked a lot about the train here. When I was logging in today, maybe a good segue for this. When I was logging in today, you always see the tip of the day. The tip of the day was remember to bring your friends to Azeroth, but also remember to go outside of Azeroth with them as well. And I think this is not only good advice, it's essential advice. What a lot of people do in this game that I see is they treat it not what it really is. WoW is a massive multiplayer online game. And as such, it's not just a game where you just, go to the end boss and then it's kind of game over kind of thing. There's so much to do and so much things to see in Azeroth that, it's really limitless. And I've taken the approach that this game is more of a hobby. It's really a hobby, not a. It's really a hobby. It's not a. I was checking there to make sure that I was actually equipped correctly. So I saw that 660 ring all of a sudden. A lot of people, they spend so much time into the game and then it burns them out because they're not treating the game for what it is, which is it's a hobby. People that really want to play this game and keep playing this game, you play this game to play with other people, to talk about the game, to explore new things about the game, and to enjoy its content, which is ever producing, ever changing, and the situations and the people that you meet are in flux. A lot of people treat video games, generally speaking, as okay. I want to get up to the end level, beat the boss, and then put it in my, in your bookshelf or in your game shelf with the other games. This game, is not like that. There is no real endpoint, even when you have the highest, end game rating content, and you get to the end and you do all the heroics, and beat all those bosses, and you got all the gear and all the achievements and stuff. There's still other stuff to do in the game. And that's the point that I think lots and lots of people miss. And I think that also does two things. First is it creates an unrealistic expectation about the game, and second, it's burnout and I get bored and frustration, and people leave this game. I've been thinking about why so many people have left this game. Um, as of speaking here in this first quarter of 2015, we have almost 4 million players, active subscribers dropping out. Why? A lot of people have talked about the content, about the game world, about how people have been playing, but as I've seen players kind of come and go in these waves, they don't treat the game for what it is, which is a hobby, rather that they treat this game as I'm going to go to the end, and when I'm done, then I'm going to quit for a while, which is, I think, a type of game that you would used to see years ago. People that played Nintendo 64 or PlayStation or Xbox, those games had, an end to them. This game does not have an end, and because of that, it leads people's expectations and what they're looking for doesn't match up to reality. I think of why players come and go and leave in these waves. It isn't because there's a lack of content. Sometimes that's one of the contributing reasons, or things become more difficult, but rather players don't see World of Warcraft for what it is, which is um, it's a living organism that's constantly kind of changing. The player base is changing. The content changes. How you play the game has changed. The interface changes. Over time, these changes are really drastic. But it's constantly evolving and changing, and a lot of players don't understand that. And I think because they have a wrong view about what this game is, and what video games such as these massive multi online role playing games really are. Um, they're not games. I want to make sure I'm queued in here because I didn't queue in right away. I want to join battle. Okay, they're not games that that are just meant to be played for a little bit. Rather, they're games that you keep on playing for such a long time. Yeah, this is the one I'm like 90% sure. If not, I'm not going to fret over it. And I think that leads to players leaving. And I wish there was better on, for example, on Blizzard sites, fan sites. I wish there was a better um, discussion about this, because it leads to poor expectations about the game. People get frustrated, people get bored, whatever, um, because they don't. I think this game throws a lot of people sometimes for a loop. They have burnout. They It's all over the board. And to that end, I think it's hurt Blizzard. I think it's hurt our the community, the WoW community, and specifically even the PvP community, because we see this game as doing endpoints, and we see it our endpoints as seasons, and seasons come and go. There's been many seasons. This is actually in totality the 16th season for Blizzard for PvP, and then the next season comes rolling around with new content and new things. Um, and I don't think people understand that, and I wish people did understand that. All right, now that I've been blathering for a little bit, I do want to talk about some personal things that have been happening here. So, last Wednesday, the InGen group here that I've been trying to get together, it's just a few of us right now. I've been trying to get more players into the InGen group, and I'm having a hard time recruiting because I think there's just a lack of interest in PvP at all, and that's sad. Um, so I don't know what I'm trying to get peeps, and it's not very easy. Okay, is that all of it? Yeah. Okay. Let's look here. Oh yeah, I got it all. Let's hearth back here. Garrison. Turn you back to your garrison. And so I'm still recruiting for the InGen, and you can contact me on westernjeff.com. Of course, any submissions when you contact me with your email address or whatever are always kept private. You can also fill out an RBG application or send your information on spiritne.com to the Spirit No Expense Guild to get things rolling. So we're looking for those players. Now I'm also doing two other big things. So I've had several new pages built in the last few weeks for westernjeff.com. I put in the About Me page, I put in the My WoW History page, and I also put in the PvP Projects page. And I'm going to change some things. I'm going to change the RBG group page. And it's going to be more of a static type of page, meaning it's not a page that's going to be updated often, rather than it's going to have some highlights, some contact information, things of that nature. And I have it rolling through a Tumblr blog, our blog, which I haven't updated recently because I just honestly haven't had the time for. Um, ooh. And so I'm going to change that page, that RBG page. And I'm also going to add two more pages. And those pages are an advertising page and the PvP Graveyard radio show that I'm do here, the live broadcast on Tuesdays. So I'm going to add a page where you can actually see on the website a large video, so that way you don't have to go to Twitch in order to get that screen much bigger. And I'm also going to be doing an advertising page, and I'm gonna have some advertisers um, come in and help supplement some income that's needed to keep the WesternJeff.com and this radio show and the InGen group and everything else put together. Here, I'm gonna pause this here for 1 second, guys. I'm gonna let the game continue to roll. I'll be back in 30 seconds. 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, this is Westernjeff. I'm back, and I came back just at the right time here. We're starting. Oh, shit, I popped that cooldown. Didn't want to do that. All right, let's roll. One of the things that I haven't done, but I need to do, is make better macros. I need to make a better macro for my popping my major cooldowns, which is my rapid fire and my pot potion and my trinket. And I need to make a better macro to disengage to have better mobility. I'm on Halloween. Okay. I'm on this. Get my boy up. Okay, we took center. See this hunter. Where's this hunter? Oh, I'm getting stabbed here by this warrior. Okay, come on, come on, come on. There we go. We're 3 capping. Wow. We're actually 3 capping this. I'm watching us 3 camp this here. Seeing how long it takes. It actually takes some time, doesn't it? Looks like they might be trying to get north. Yeah, when you 3 camp this, the interesting thing about Gorge, it's not like AB. Um, it's more like Eye of the Storm, where the 3 camp, when you camp all the bases, it doesn't automatically give you that quick win. Rather, it's a slow progression. It's not a 100% kind of thing. So I'm watching this. Okay, we have this mage. I'll go ahead and start burning this mage a little bit. Okay, he's immune. I'm gonna go right back to stealth. God, this does take a long time. Just the 3 cap. Wow. Look how long it takes. I'm gonna go try to see if I can grab this flag during this time. Another thing I'm seeing about this terrain on Gorge is it's not a straight up and down north-south thing. Rather, it sits kind of at an angle. Are these AFKers? You know, I believe these people here are actually AFKers. Let's turn on my boy. I got auto run on. I'm trying to drink a speed pot. God, look at that! I got hit on the terrain. Another terrain hit right there. Now, see, I don't know if I'm actually going to make it. Yeah, I won't be able to make it. Wow. That's a wow. No deaths for me. I haven't died in the last two battlegrounds, which is, I'm going to be honest, is kind of amazing. Not to die in battlegrounds. Well, you know, if you're an AV, you know, the probability is, as long as it's not kind of a farm, your chance of dying is far slower, depending on what you're doing. But most battlegrounds expect to see the graveyard. Dagalon said, "Yeah, is this really happening?" It's like, lo, yeah, it's really happening. Now that rogue was getting on me and stuff, but even if that rogue wasn't there, I didn't have enough time to cap. I should have gone earlier to try to cap. Let's see here. We're just gonna sit here. I have this weird habit where if I'm not doing anything in particular in WoW, I just run around in circles, and it's really weird. I think it annoys everybody that watches, because it's not doing anything in particular. You know, most people will sit, are comfortable just sitting in one spot. For me, you know, my character has to just run around in the same small space, you know, constantly without anything. And, you know, I don't understand that. I have that weird kind of itch and to just keep moving the character, even though I'm not doing anything in particular. Look at this weird guy. He's saluting me behind here. This lunar fall footman. Oh yeah, that's another Diet Pepsi gulp that you guys hear. So what did we talk about today? We've talked about the terrain of Gorge. We've talked about a little bit about the hobby and how people are viewing Blizzard, and how I wish that people would see it more as a hobby rather than just a game where there's these weird expectations that really don't match up to reality about the game. And then we talked a little bit about how I'm adding some pages and some resources, and we're still recruiting for the InGen group. And I'm having some trouble recruiting here, and I think part of the problem is there's just I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. I probably am doing it wrong. So let's see here. Live. We're still live. Now, how are people working on some of their projects in WoW? Whether it be the Bloodthirsty title, the Battlemaster Con title, the Warlords title, the Arena titles. How are you guys doing? I'm thinking here, I'm looking at this Gladiator Sanctum here. I haven't even really started to work on it at all, and I'm just so behind. Part of the problem is I don't have the time in between the Tuesday night and the Wednesday night gens. I'm really on WoW just to relax and play it. Just sad, and I need to do more of that. I really like the sniper training for this buff here for the marksman hunters. It's really nice. The increase in damage, the crit hit, the range shot increase. Oh, it's so nice. It's really something that's really sweet here for hunters. Let's look here at specializations. Uh, doesn't tell you what your things are going to be. Let's see here. Come on, baby. We got 1 minute 30 seconds remaining in the game. Not in the game, I'm sorry. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds for this average Q pop. Let's go back to looking at our PvP achievements here. So I'm picking up these wins here. Um, I'm not getting these caps, these carts like I want to do. This capping spree might be a little bit harder to do. I can see me trying to get Deepwing Gorge All-Star. That is a possible thing to do. All you gotta do is assault a mine right at the start, and then go run and return the flag. Kill the flag carrier after you cap the next flag carrier that comes for you, and then you gotta defend a mine, which I think will be the hardest one in the group, because somebody actually has to try to cap it, be successful in turning it, and then you have to cap it back to get this title gorgeous. But we're working on it. I mean, it's coming along. I got Puddle Jumper that was almost immediate. The Gorge Victory is immediate. Way Down's a little harder, but fairly easy to do. This Perfection is, I'm seeing that pretty often now um, in the randoms. And then we have Mine, 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 and you just have to work on that and just keep assaulting bases. And I think the Capture 50 carts is the same philosophy. You just have to work at it, which I'm going to now because we need to do that. I need to do that to keep things going here. Let's come on. We don't just want to see my garrison, do you? I'm looking here. 623. I want to get that a little higher because I believe you get a title called Challenger or something, or Soldier at the end of this season here, which is just about to end. Shit. I should not have done that. I'm already capped. That was very foolish for me to do that. I should have to do that. That was a waste of like 400 resources. Let's see here if we can get Deepwood Gorge here. And I can go over a few minutes because I had that DC and stuff, and I don't mind playing a few extra games. I enjoy the PvP Graveyard radio show. It is a fun thing. It is so fun. Fun, 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 fun. Fun, 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 fun. Fun, 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 fun. It's really fun. Alright. I'm sitting here, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. I'm just waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. I'm hearing this clock in the background. It's a nice little melody. We're waiting for the cube up. We had 3 games of Deepwind Gorge really quickly right in a row. And now, the last one for the night is always just always right at the... We're still waiting. Wow. Let's see here. Now, if we go to the 13th minute mark, guys, I'll go ahead and call it because we could be sitting here for 20 minutes. But we're going to wait and see what the queue is going on here. I'm seeing more recruiting more than ever before, which is so odd. Because for a long time, well, the reason why it's been silent in trade chat, at least on the Kelthys Alliance side, for quite some time. Now all of a sudden, I'm seeing all of this guild recruiting. I'll drop these nuts. Sweet child of mine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, you know, when I get bored, I start singing. I've noticed that. Not bored, but when I don't know what to say, I start singing. Okay, guys. So we've been waiting here for 13 minutes, which is really sucky. We don't like to do that at all here, but I think I should call it for tonight and stuff here, guys. Now, before you guys leave, we have all kinds of new stuff. So I want to remind you guys here that you guys can contact me on westernjeff.com by leaving a private message. That is always private. It's never revealed to anybody about anything like that. So you guys can contact me worldwide. I get that information right away in real time. You can contact me anytime. I'm going to have new pages up, the advertisers page and the PvP graveyard page on the website westernjeff.com. Again, that's for people to be able to see it not just only on Twitch, but to see a big screen of the actual radio show and give some better background and things of that nature. I'm also changing up the RBG page. Now, before check out my Twitter here, you know my Twitter slogan, you follow me, I follow you. That's the deal that I make with you. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter at WesternJeffPVP, Westernjeff at WesternJeffPVP. I have all kinds of new, great and updates and all kinds of fun stuff that I like to tell my peeps that follow me. Comment, look for the forums and new stuff that's going on. You guys are going to have a lot of fun. I guess this is Western Jeff. I'm signing off.